Hello. This is the YouTube video that I'm making to review and show you the different signs and what I talked about on Friday. So I want to introduce myself. I am Preseda. It's Preseda, and my name sign is Preseda. I am teaching ASL, which is the American Sign Language. Um, we talked about how different postures. You want to make sure you're facing the person you talk to. We don't want to turn sideways to talk because we need to be able to see our face. We need to see your whole body. So basically from waist and up, just what you see on me is what we should see. Um, let's see. Nothing obstructing your face, like wearing hats or sunglasses or scarves. We want to be sure that we're able to see your face. The other one is lighting. You want to make sure you're in a bright light. Like right now, I have a lot of light going on. I have a clear background, so anything that I show, you can see. One thing I emphasize is to sign slow. I don't encourage signing fast, even though if you're really good at it. When you are a beginner, you tend to make a lot of mistakes when you sign fast. So you just want to make sure you sign slow and you just take your time. There are over 200 different sign language worldwide. So you're learning American Sign Language. You're not going to be able to go to England or different parts of the world and start signing because their sign language is different there. I highly encourage you to reach out your local deaf community and see what event they have. The social nights. A lot of times they have like coffee nights or a pizza night get together for everybody to get together and process the signs. So I encourage you to look at your local deaf community and see what they have. The other one I'm going to say is that I'm going to teach you the signs that I use. It does not necessarily mean that it can be the same everywhere else. We have a lot of signs that kind of like accents. The Souths talk and say things differently. ASL the same way. But the idea, the gist of it is pretty much the same, but may have slightly variations of signs. There are some signs I'll be showing you today that I will give more than one sign for it to give you an idea. Um, I am, like I said, I'm Preseda. I'm hard of hearing, so I wear hearing aids. I lip read a lot, and I may not necessarily understand everything you say. And doing my classes, I always have the caption on my Zooms, so I watch that when you're talking. And the other thing I want to say is that my extended family, my parents, my sisters, my aunt, my uncle, my cousins, they're all deaf. I'm actually the only one in my family that can actually talk and hear pretty well. And everybody else is deaf as you can be. So ASL, it's my native language. I didn't learn to talk and learn English until I started school, so about 4 or 5 years old. So ASL is my native language. So I am just get started on that. So I'm going to start with the alphabet. So this is day. And then we have B, C, D, pointing finger up on this one, E. So you want to bring your fingers all the way down to your thumb. Some people sign E like this, but the deaf people tend to call it the lazy E because you're too lazy to bring your fingers down to your thumb. This is one way I know they're a native ASL, is that they were signing the E like this. So this is not the E, so make sure you bring your fingers down to your thumb. F, so you're just going to bring your pointer finger down to your thumb. F, G, so it looks like that. G, H, again, H look like this, the H. I, pinky finger up. And then we're going to go J. We are not going to go backwards like this. So instead, we're just going to go down. Go down and make your curve on the J. J. K. You're going to take your two fingers out like this, and you're going to take your thumb, you're going to put it right in between. So I would bring your middle finger down a little bit so that way you can easily fit your thumb in there to make it make it a K. L, which will look like an L. M, so you're going to bring your thumb all the way over between your ring finger and your pinky. So M. Now N is going to be between your ring finger and your middle finger. So N. O. Now P is the same as we did with K. Remember we did the V and put but we're going to bring that elbow up and we're going to go down. Some people do P like this, and this one, it can be K or P, so it can be confusing. So I always tell people, bring your elbow up and bring that hand all the way down for P. Now Q is the same as G. It's the same thing. We go Q, and I bring your elbow up on this one. So Q is all the way down. Q. R, so cross your fingers. S, making a fist. T is between your middle finger and your pointer finger. So T. U. Now V is just going to open. W. X. Y. And then Z. Okay, so there's the alphabet. One thing I encourage is practice finger spelling your name. That's a good way to practice the alphabet. Another one is a good way to do is you're doing spelling. You practice your spelling your words with the alphabet. So my son did that a lot when he was growing up, and he's a really good finger speller because we practice spelling using the alphabet in ASL. I'm going to show you some numbers. So you're going to take your two hands together and you're going to go back. Called numbers. So I'm going to do 1 to 10. 1, 2. Now 3 is not going to be this. So instead, we're going to bring that thumb out. So 3. You bring that thumb in for 4. 5. Now 6, we're going to bring a thumb and a pinky. And we're going to tap it a little bit. So a lot of people ask what's the difference between W and 6. One of the things I'm going to show you, you see how I noticed I bend my pinky a little bit here? This part is bent and the 6 is here. Another one that we do, we tend to tap with 6. So we go 6. So W, some people do W like this, but they don't tap. So we go 6. And then 7 is the next finger, your ring finger. We go 7, we tap 2. And then 8. I tap there as well. And then 9. 10, it just thumbs up. 10. Okay, so that's your number 1 to 10. In my classes, I teach a lot more numbers, but we're kind of a short class today. It's an introduction to ASL, so I just did 1 to 10. Next one I want to talk about is hello. So there's no wrong way to say hello. Hello is kind of a personality thing. Some people just go hello with one hand. Some people go hello, hello, hello with 2 hands. Some people just wave hi, or they do hi with 2 hands. So like I said, it's personality. So you just do what feels comfortable to you. I personally like to go hello, hello with both hands. The next part I'm going to show you is my and me. So this is my, mine. I is pointing, I and me. My, mine, I, me. Name. You can take your 2 U's and you can put one down and you're going to go up and down. One hand stationary and the other one's moving. Name. So I'm going to say my name. And you finger spell your name. The other one I want to show you is you and your. Your, the whole hand, and you, it's point. And what. What. So I'm going to say, what is your name? So we're going to go name first. Name, you go you or your. So name, what? So in ASL, we tend to do things backwards. So we say, what's your name? So I actually say name first, and I point who I'm talking to, and then I say what. So question words tend to be at the end of our conversations. So it's like, what's your name? So I'm going to show you nice to meet you. You take your 2 hands and you go nice. We're just going to go once. Nice. If we go back and forth, it's clean. So we just going to go once. So nice. And you take your 2 fingers and they're going to come together. Meet. So nice to meet you. If it's just one person, you point. But if it's multiple people, you can say nice to me, and you go, you all. So you're kind of pointing at everybody. Please. You take your whole hand and you go, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. It's kind of the same, but we said we're going to take our hand and turn it and we go, welcome. Go to our chest. Welcome. We got thank you and you're welcome. Next part I like to do is different feelings. When we have somebody ask you, how are you, or how are you feeling? And I like to cover that. And also in my class, I cover a lot more different ways for feeling. This is like the basic stuff if you ask somebody. So I'm going to start with, how are you? You need to take your 2 thumbs up. There's 2 ways to sign this one. So I'm going to show you this sign, which you're taking your 2 thumbs together like this. And you're going to you and you're going to the person. We go, how are you? But I'm going to show you how I use it. My how is this way. 1 thumbs up and thumbs down. And I have 1 thumb pointing at me, the other thumb pointing at somebody else. And then I'm going to switch it. And they go, how are you? And we go, how are you? And so, how are you? So we're going to say, you're feeling good. A lot of times people say, I'm good. So it's like, thank you. But instead, you're using both hands. Good. So we're having good. Sometimes you can go, I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling so-so. Another one. A lot of deaf people used to like to use thumbs up. This is good. This is great. 2 hands up. I'm feeling great. I'm good. You can say I'm feeling okay. Just okay. Okay. Excited. So you take your 2 fingers like this, and we're gonna go excited. They're not gonna be at the same time because this is thrilled, so it's a little bit different. So excited is both hands are not synchronizing. So they're just one going up and one going down. Excited. Now happy is going to take both hands and they are synchronized together. So happy and then excited. Sometimes you can be really busy. You have a crazy busy day. So you take your B and this is US. And you're going to say busy, 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 busy. You can be sleepy. So we get a sleepy. So you're going to actually close your eyes when you go to sleep. I'm feeling sleepy. You can feel sad. So you go. So you make the sad face. Or you can be mad. So this one, you take your hands, and I call this claws out. So we're going to bend it, claws out. And we're going to go mad. And we make the mad face. I'm mad. Angry, it's the same thing. Claws out, but we're using both hands. I'm going to do for our chest, and we're going to go out. Angry. And this one we also going to go make our face. Feeling angry. 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 Sometimes when I'm with my family, I sign really fast. And a lot of people have to tell me to slow down. So this is slow. 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 You say, you're signing fast. Fast. So you see that my 2 fingers, fast. So they just sign slow, please. Or if I sign something and you missed it and you say, sign again. Again. So you're taking your hand, you're bending it, and you're doing it again. Sign again. Or you can say you forgot a sign. Forgot. Forgot. So you're doing open and then close. So forgot. Now, that's pretty much the good intro that I like to teach for introducing yourself, your names, and all that stuff. Next part I want to talk about is different people. And, like family, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, that sort of thing. So I'm going to start with people. So I'm going to take my L and I'm going to bend it. So it's kind of like looking like this. And I'm just going to go up and down for people. Now, people actually have 2 different signs. So you're going to see some people sign this for people. This is what I use for people. The other one you're going to see is the P down, and we go people. So you're going to see P for people. So people or people. Family is also another one that has 2 signs. Some people do it with the F, and they go family. Family. But I use my triangle. And I do the same thing like I did family, make a circle. Instead, I'm just going to take my hand and bring, it's like taking everybody together. It's family. Girl and boy. So girl is thumb. You're gonna bring from your jaws and go down to your chin. Girl, girl. Boy is up here. Now, I'd like to show you the reason why for girl. Back in the day, girls wear bonnets, so you wear bonnets and you tie it. So that's where girl came from. And boys tend to wear hats. So it's boy, and you have hats and boy. Now, I'm going to show you some other signs that's related with family. But before I get to that, I like to talk about from our nose up, any male gender, the sign's going to be from our nose up. Anything from nose down to be girl gender. Let's see, yeah, woman and man. So because a woman's a female, so she's going to be down here. Woman, woman, and man. Oh, this is also going to be lady, woman, and lady. Now man is male, so he's going to be up here. So man's up here, man or gentleman. Mom, mom's down here, and dad, he's going to be up here, dad. So mom and dad. Parents is mom and dad. So we go mom and dad for parents. We have brother and sisters. So brother and sisters, we're using the letters A and L in this one. So sister, I'm going to say A on both hands. And then I'm going to, as I go down, I'm changing it to L. So sister. Because she's a girl, so she's down here. Sister. And the boy would be up here. Brother. So brother and sister. You see, the signs are the same. It's just location is different. So that way we know we're talking about gender. So we're talking about brother or sister. Let's see, baby. So we have baby. So just like rocking a baby. Grandma and grandpa. We take the same like we did for mom, but we're going to hop out. Grandma and grandpa to be thinking up here. Grandpa. Grandpa and grandma. Grandparents is you using both. Grandparents. Cousins. C is for cousins, so we're going to do over by ears. So we talk about cousins in general, like multiple cousins. We're going to talk about this. Like I have a lot of cousins. And then I'm going to talk about this. And it's going to be here. I have a lot of cousins. But if I'm going to talk about one particular cousin, my girl cousin, I'm going to sign it down here. Because she's a girl, so she's down here. So then, okay, she's talking about her girl cousin. If I'm talking to boy cousin, I'm going to be up here near my cousin. And an uncle. A is for aunt, and she's going to be down here. Aunt. And then U is for uncle. It's uncle. So if you know, I just moved my wrist around for this, for uncle. And the same thing with aunt. I'd like to just a quick explaining about name signs. I didn't explain this in class, but name signs that a lot of people have, like my dad, his name starts with a B, and my sister name starts with a B as well. So my dad's name is up here, and my sister's name is down here because she's a girl. So her name sign is going to be down here. Anytime you do a name sign, tendency to be a girl will be nose down, boys to be nose up. Occasionally, you may see a girl have a name sign up here, but a lot of time it's just talking about maybe her hair or her facial expression that is related to something like that. And not often you see a man name sign be down here, but like I said, it can be if he wears a beard, if they're showing, he's wearing a beard. It could be some people like I know a guy his name is Gary, and he has always had a beard. So his name is Gary, so we did G for Gary. So you kind of get an idea. And some people do like mustache. You're going to see some people do that as well. So this facial expression, gender, like my name was P because when I was a kid, my favorite color was purple. It's also the same sign as that. That's where I got that. So a lot of people got some sort of meaning behind their name sign. So fun. I want to show you fun. So you take your X and we're going to go across. We're just going to switch back and forth. Fun. So we also have best friend. Best friend's different. So same as R, but we're going to turn around and we're just going to go up and down. My best friend. You say, she's my best friend. So that's all the people I have. So I do want to cover a little bit of Thanksgiving signs that I have. I do have another link that I did a lot more signs for Thanksgiving. I got into a lot more into that. To show you the very basic here. And you should just check my Thanksgiving video for more signs. So I'm going to start with happy, which I already showed you earlier. So happy. So Thanksgiving, there's actually 2 signs for Thanksgiving. Some people do G, like they do with turkey. So Thanksgiving is just going down. No to your chest. Turkey is no to, and it kind of like go down. This is turkey. So that's where some people get Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. But I actually do 3. And I start up here. And then I close it up my chest. See, it's like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. You can say happy Thanksgiving. Pilgrims. There's 2 signs for pilgrims. Some people do the P, and we do from here and up, but some people also go down this way. There's no wrong way to this one. I use just a pointer finger. I do this for pilgrim, and again, you can also go up this way, pilgrim. Native Americans also have a couple different signs depending on how you're talking about it. I'm going to show you the sign for Indian because some deaf people still sign this for Indian. So you're going to take your F, and you're going to start from the bottom of your jaws, and you're going to go to your cheek and to your forehead. So we go Indian. Some people go for nose to cheek and forehead. So we go Indian. But I don't use that sign. I actually use the Native American sign. To Native American, this is land. So this is your hand. So this is Native. Just kind of rubbing the top of your hand. Native. The reason why is this is land. It's a sign for land, a big land. So Native American. Indigenous is Native American with roots. Okay, so we go indigenous. So we go put our fingers through there. Tradition. A lot, Thanksgiving, the holidays, we do a lot of traditions. So there's 2 signs for this one. So I'm going to take my T and I'm going to have it on my shoulders and I'm going to bring it to my hand. Tradition. Because you're taking everything in the past that's being passed down or something you do from the past that you do all the time. So we go tradition. Now my sign for tradition is I'm just taking everything and I go tradition. Tradition. Taking everything, tradition. Pray. Pray is just putting 2 hands down. We go pray. We pray. We all talk about how thankful we are at Thanksgiving. So you remember I showed you thank you and thankful is actually 2 hands. And we kind of do a little hop. Thankful. Thankful. You know, I'm thankful for food. So you can do that. So thankful. Fall and autumn are the same sign. So this is going to be our tree. And we're going to take the 4. And then we're just going to go fall. Think of a pile of leaves at the bottom of the tree. So fall. It's also autumn. So we're eating at Thanksgiving. We eat and we feast or eating a lot. We use both hands. We eat. And you get full. Then you're going to take your hand and you're going to bend it. From your chest, you're going to go to your chin. Full. But we're going to do, there you go. Full. Or you can say more. More food. You can say I'm all done. All done. I tell people to do this once. All done. We're not going to want to do this because this is deaf applause. Deaf applause is yay. Instead of clapping our hands, deaf people just do that. So, so make sure you do this once. All done. Or finish. It's also the other side. Finish. All done. They cover some food at Thanksgiving. So like I showed you earlier, we did for turkey. The G, then we go turkey. Stuffing. So this is your turkey, and this is your stuffing. And you're going to stuff the turkey. So stuffing. So we have stuffing. Potatoes. You take your 2 fingers, and we go potatoes. Potatoes. Now we can have like sweet potatoes. We could do mashed potatoes. Okay? Potatoes. Gravy. You take two hands, and it's going to be like 8. So we go gravy. So it's your middle finger and your thumb. Gravy. We just go back and forth, and we go in gravy. So we got gravy. Next is pies. Pies, the most important part. So you take your hand, and we go pies. Pies. So we can have pumpkin pie. So you take your 8, your middle finger and your thumb. I'm going to do this. Pumpkin pie. We have apple pie. Take your X. I'm going to bring it all the way down. We got apple pie. We have maybe berry pie. You take your finger. We go berry pie. So that's all I have for our class today. And if you want more information on taking my classes, please just contact me. And I will see you all later. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.